Hello, hello everyone. It's Shelly with Chalk Couture. We're chalking history tonight. We are going to do another demo using our bird cutouts. So fly on in and take a seat, and hopefully you'll be inspired to do some birds yourself. We'll get started in a moment. If you'd like to be notified when I go live, by a simple text, go ahead and comment text, and we'll get you all set up. Let me just finish getting set up here, and we will start in a moment. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate you so much. All right, our text messaging system just went out, so we'll wait for everybody to hop on. I'm going to get this sprinkled out. Hopefully you can do the same. All right, guys. If you're with me, you'll see a red live box at the top left corner of your screen. If not, you're catching the replay. Just go ahead and say hello either way. I'm glad you're here. Okay. All right, guys. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to move. Welcome, welcome. It's Monday night. I'm glad you guys are here to join me. We are going to play with our bird cutouts tonight. I've been wanting to do this, and I just haven't done them, so I thought tonight's the night. So we have our brand new birds transfer. This is called Realistic Etched Birds. And the picture that Chalk Couture has up on the site for this transfer, I just love it. It's they're yellow and black birds, and I have a lot of yellow and grays and blacks in my family room, so I thought this would be perfect for me. So that's the colors we're going to use. We're going to actually use Shimmer Shadow and Shimmer Harvest. And then I have these cute little canvas blocks. I did put a layer of Mod Podge on it, so I'm going to make sure I get that dry before we start there. I just thought it would be kind of fun to do it on something different, just to see what it looks like. We could either put maybe some moss on the bottom. If you had a bunch of little sticks, you can kind of make a little nest. You could do all kinds of things. So we're just trying to make sure that this is nice and coated before we chalk on it. Okay, I think it's pretty dry. We'll save that to last. Okay, so let's just dig right in. I also have a tiny little ink pad here in black, because I thought I would do something special to either one or both. Let's get everything opened up. So you'll see on your screen there is a QR code. If you want to point your mobile device with a camera at that QR code, it will open up a cart link for you, so you'll see all the products we're using here today in your cart. Okay. Put that out. I like to keep these if I'm like painting on something or if I'm sending something in the mail, so I'm going to put that aside. Okay. You get 4 little sticky tabs, and that's to put your wing on your bird. So you got those. You have 1 for each side, so you have 2 sides. I think for tonight's project, I'm only going to do 1 side of the birds, but you can do both because you have opposite facing patterns, which is really nice that they do that. All right, let's get it open and get it cut up. Cannot break the seal here. There we go. Okay, so because we're only doing 2 instead of 4, and then we're going to do a 3rd on here. So I think, let's see. I think, let's see, is that too? That's probably too small. That little square is probably too small. So we definitely have to go with a smaller bird. I like these 2 birds because they're, the bird will be mostly white unless you kind of paint the bird first and then do a top layer. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to do, I definitely like this big bird, so we'll do him. Let's see, we're just going to cut this up here. And then you get 4 different wing patterns because you get the 4 wings. And it doesn't, you don't necessarily have to use this wing with that bird. You can switch things up and do what you like. So I like that bird for sure. Although I like it facing this way. I'm not crazy about all of that wood grain on this side. I would probably have to sand that down. I could paint him white. We'll go with that. Not crazy about that wing. So we'll have to do this wing. Well, maybe we will. All right, we're going to put that guy aside. Then we have to decide what small bird. Well, we're going to do both, so that doesn't matter. And I'm going to keep the wings attached to the bird. Okay. So I think I'll do these 2 on the wood pieces, and then we'll do that guy there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do something a little different. I'm going to take one of the wings, okay, and we're going to actually put the wing on here. So I think that'll be really cool. So let's put that aside for now. Okay. And then I think we're just going to start here. So we'll need a little wing and a big wing, and we're just going to keep big wing to the side here. Okay. Let's start with our big guy. I'm going to go ahead and lightly sand him. See what's kind of going on under all that wood grain here. See if we can sand some of that away, which we can. Okay, good. Then I'm going to bring over still a handheld one, but a little more, it's going to have a little more grit to it. Let's see if we can slightly sand those edges. His beak. Got an itch. You could see that I'm taking some of that finish off. And to get that effect, this is almost flat against the actual bird cutout. I'm really concentrating on that edge. To get that distressed look. Okay. I like that. It looks a little dirtied up. Now I'm all itchy. Okay, so I think maybe let's do this bird because I want my birds to go different directions. Okay. Okay. Let's sand this guy down. So this guy is pointing that way. If you have an electric sander, even better. It'll go a lot quicker, for sure. Okay, almost there. Okay, I think we're good. We've made a mess, so we're going to clean that up with a wipe. Put those away. So if you point your mobile device camera at that QR code, you'll see that I threw the transfer in. I actually threw in also the spring version of the bird cutouts because I still like those too. I really like how they have the words and the flowers. They make some really pretty birds. Okay. I'm also going to take a wipe and we're going to wipe up the birds. Okay. Because it's probably dusty. Look how dark that got just by wiping it. Okay, you can see where all I sanded. Okay, now we're going to get our birds dry. We don't want wet birds. And what we'll do is we'll put a nice light layer of wax. Okay. Get our wax, our paper towel. What I'll do is I'll use our wax applicator. So we'll put it in our wax and we'll just kind of smooth it over the top of the bird. Okay, I'm not buffing it in yet. We're just kind of applying it. Want to try to coat the entire bird cutout, and you'll feel it. It's going to feel greasy or waxy. All right. Put your lid back on. Then I take a paper towel, and I kind of quickly rub it over that. The friction will kind of warm the wax and kind of soften it a little bit, and then you'll get a nice buffed shine. I'm not quite sure. He's a little guy. I'm not sure I'll be able to get you to see the glare, but there's a nice little shine on it. And it's really super soft, like it's very slippery. That's how you know you've got it off. Okay. All right, we're all set. Now, not sure, you probably won't be able to see this in great detail, but there's an outline of the bird. So wherever it's white, that's the color of your paste. So I'm thinking we're going to do him all in the harvest yellow, and then we're going to do the rest in black. That's what I think we're going to do with this guy. So let's do this. Realistic bird. And I'm going to say small, and he's going left. Okay, let's just do them all here. Realistic bird, small right. That way I know which transfer goes which. Okay, realistic bird. He's going to the right, so I'm going to say large, right? This also tells me what side of our backer sheet not to put the transfer on. With these new transfers, I feel like the backer sheet, the sheet it goes, or the side it goes back on, and the back side, they kind of are very similar. So it just kind of helps me remember which way is up. All right, so this one we don't want to do. Okay, this is our large. Put that there. This is our small. Okay. All right. We're going to just remove it from the backer sheet. Remember, our wing is on here too, so. And what's nice about these new transfers are they are more see-through, transparent. So you kind of get that bird on there. Okay. Let's open up our shimmer shadow and our shimmer harvest. I have some multi-tools here. I have a mini squeegee that I cut in half. I have a detail tool in case I need it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of this in black first. I'll do his beak in black. And I think we'll do the rest in the shimmer harvest, okay? So we're just going to come in here. I can actually hold him. Just wherever I see like a little bit of pattern is where I'm going to do the black. Because we kind of did that distressing on the edge of it, we really don't have to do an outline. You can go around the outline if you want. Okay, let's get his beak. Okay. I think I'm not going to do with the shimmer shadow. We'll just use the ink pad and go around. Okay, then let's just take this guy. Pick him up again. And we're going to just apply the yellow. So wherever it's white, that's where your pattern will show up on your cutout. Or if you're doing it on a chalkboard or your mirrors or whatever. Wherever it's white, that's what shows up. So let's just say I wanted to make this bird purple. I would want to paint the cutout first. Or no, I'm sorry. I would, if I wanted to do like a purple background, that would be a crazy looking bird. Okay. sure you have it all covered. Get your excess off. If I wanted to blend in some black in some spots, I could, but we're going to just take this off. You see the little white chest with just some feather markings. That is all that's on that transfer. It's just very light little tick marks. Okay, let's get this dry. I like it. You could do ombre, you could do hot mess, you could do whatever you like. Thank you, Kathy. Once we get this nice and dry, we'll go around the edges with our ink pad. I don't want to put the ink pad on it before it's not completely dry, because then the ink will smear our chalk paste. All right. Then we're going to come in with our ink pad here. Now there's two things you can do here. You could take the ink pad and just kind of go around the edges, which is what I'm going to do. Or they have tools called daubers. They're just like little felt pads that you put on your finger and you put it in your ink and then tap it that way. I use daubers when I do scrapbooking or card making. So if you do that kind of crafting, you may actually have a dauber. Okay, but because I've sanded, that ink really sinks into the wood. I'll go around his beak here. Okay, I love this. Love, love, love. You can really put it on thick or not. Oh my gosh, look at, it's kind of like coloring in a coloring book. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, I had to outline everything. Loved that. Oh, wow. He is so cute. All right, I'm going to dry that because the ink doesn't dry too quickly. So I'm going to give it some help, and we're going to dry it up. Oh, I love that outline. You know what we don't have in a shimmer is our storm. We need a storm shimmer. That would be cool. I know we have a shimmer silver, but the silver is so much different from our storm. Okay. Still a little wet, so we're going to just kind of set him aside and let him dry. Okay, let's bring our big boy down. Take that backer sheet off and line it up. This one will have a lot more color to it because there's a lot of mesh here. Gotta find his beak. There we go. And then press it down. Now this guy, I think I'm going to do, I'm actually going to give him like a dark black breast and belly, and then we're going to go more yellow on top. I think that's what we're going to do. So let me come over here. We're just going to kind of follow this line here. Give him a black beak. And this is kind of like, we'll do maybe a little ombre effect here. Give him a little bit of a black head. Okay. And we're going to come in with our harvest. And really fill that in. Pick him up here, I think. I'm kind of leaving some space between the black and the yellow here. Okay, let's put that back. Let's make sure we grab all that excess. Okay, so we're just going to have a little bit of white on his body. All right, so you can see I kind of left his backside a little dirty here. Let's fix his little backside of his wing. I'm making the wing kind of meet up with the two colors. All right, there we go. I think I'll like that better. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then we're gonna peel. You know what, we need to give him an eye. Let's give him his eye. Or he's gonna look kind of funny without an eye. And I'm going over the yellow a little bit over here because I think that'll be a good blended color here. Okay, there we go. Oh, so much better. Oh my gosh, look how cool. Oh, how cool is that? Huh, I love it. I love it. These birds are pretty darn cool. I think I like this transfer better than the Spring Words one, but I do like the spring one too. But I just think this is they are more realistic to me. All right, once this is all dry, we'll go around the edges. We have to do the wings. And then we'll do the little canvas and we'll be all set. Shimmery birds. All right. Yay. Now we're going to take our little ink pad again. The bottom is pretty well covered. I'm just going to kind of come in and hit spots that I don't see are covered. We'll go around the top. Let's see, actually, the edges need a little bit. My gosh, that is so cool. You can find ink pads at any craft store. I would recommend getting one that dries quick. Some do not dry so quick. Like this one does not dry as quick as others. Okay. Wow, that is pretty sharp, I think. I like that. All right, let's get that one dried up a little bit. We'll do our wings. We have to wax our wings. Let's not forget that. And then we can work on our canvas. If you were going to make birds, what color would you make your birds? Okay. All right, we'll put him up there. Let's bring our wings. Okay. Goes like that on that one, that on that one. Let's get our wax. Hi, love the birdie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're just waxing our wings. Just gonna take a little piece of paper towel here. Just buff it real quick. Okay. Now we need to bring those transfers back over. So we're going to bring the little one over first. And you just kind of hover over it again. So cool that our transfers are see-through. Okay, rub that down. Because the top of this bird was yellow, I think I'm going to do the wings in black. Shimmer, shimmer, shadow. We won't have to worry about outlining that. I think this is pretty covered in black here. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty cool. All right, let's grab the other one. And same thing, the bird is yellow on the top, so we'll just do this entire wing in black. Okay, smooth that down. Now let's see. We could do a little bit of yellow. Let's see, it'll be flipped, so this would be the bottom. I think I'm just going to keep them all black. Take that off. Look at the detail. Okay. Dirty fingers. Dirty, dirty, dirty. I think I will outline the bigger wing so it doesn't get lost on the bird. Okay, let's get it dry. Our detail tool is perfect for our chalk paste. It dries it quickly. Shimmers do take a little bit longer to dry. It has that extra grit in there that makes it shimmery, and that just takes a little more time to dry. Okay. looks dry. Feels dry. And we're just going to kind of go around and give it a little bit of an outline. There we go. That's so much better. Okay. Just in a couple spots on that small one. And then we'll get it dry again. I'll turn on my hot glue gun. I like these little sticker little sheets that they give us. However, I'm just going to make sure it's good and stuck and use some hot glue, although I don't have sticks, I don't think. I have to find my sticks. So we may have to find some sticks first, but I think where I put those. But here's what's going to happen here, guys. We have our wing here. Isn't that pretty? And we'll have this guy like that. Oh, aren't they pretty? Wow. All right, let's do... We're going to wax up this last wing. Let's see, which way does he face? Okay. Just want to make sure I get it facing the right way. First, I'm applying the wax. And then we'll just kind of buff it in. Okay, we can leave that for last. Let's go ahead and take it off here. Move that up there. All right, so again, this is just a little canvas that I coated with some Mod Podge. I'm just going to kind of tilt them a little bit. Keeping him a little bit higher on the square because I might come in and put some moss under him. All right, you want to rub it down nice and flat. And let's see, he's mostly going to be white. Let's do this. I think we're going to do a total all in black. So let's get a mini squeegee. And then we'll come back in and add the harvest yellow. All right, so we're going to chalk the entire design in black. Okay, get that excess off. Pay attention to where you are on your transfer. Don't go off the transfer if you can help it. And then we're going to remove it. Aw, so cute. And then we'll just put this aside for the moment here. Let's get that dry. And then we'll come in and we'll give him a yellow belly, I think. Or we could do like a strip of yellow in the middle. What do you guys think? Yellow belly or yellow in the middle? All right, looks good. So we're gonna come in with, just gonna get a little brush here. Let's see, if we do this, where's his, if we do his wing here, maybe we go around the wing. What do you guys think? Let's do that. Let's do like this whole section in yellow. So I'm just gonna bring in my a brush here. Okay, we're gonna just color it in. Let's give him a yellow beak. Try to stay in that beak if you can. Okay. All right, this is not really wanting to lay down on there, so let's see. Belly. Somebody said, I'm sorry, I can't see who said belly for some reason. Let's go ahead. We're going to give our transfer a quick cleanup here. I already have a wet board eraser, so we're going to get that cleaned up here. Super quick. Because what I think I'm going to have to do is do it through the mesh. And then we can go back over it in black. Okay. So let's wipe that down. Get all that moisture out of there. Okay. I think I'm going to try to get that up. It's funny how shimmers act. Okay. And his beak is going to be wet, so let me get that dry at least. Sometimes you just have to experiment what works and what doesn't work. For some reason, I wasn't able just to paint on the canvas, but I can chalk on it, so I don't know. Who knows? But we're going to line it up again. All right, and I'm just going to kind of rub down where I want it, that yellow to go. Oh, and you know what? It's just going to be those spots that are yellow. Okay, so we're going to kind of put a little more than we wanted to on. I wish I could figure out how to get that to stick better. Yeah, not what I thought would happen here. Let me think. It's got Mod Podge on it, so I'm not quite sure why it's not sticking. It should stick. So we're just going to kind of pounce it on a little bit here. Give our bird some texture. Probably could have used like, we could always use like a colored chalk marker or just a marker, or if you have probably an acrylic paint could have used. But we're just kind of pouncing on the chalk paste. Okay. All right. Now let's try to get that dried. Then we'll put the transfer back on. We'll do it all over again in black, just to kind of, in case I went over some black. Because then we'll do our wings and then hot glue that down. Or maybe use a square. It depends if I can find a glue stick or not. Okay. Feels like it's dry. It's not coming off on me, so it must be. So we're going to line this up one more time. Start with the back wing here. There we go. Lay that flat. I'm not rubbing too terribly hard. And I'm just going to kind of go through the body here with the black. The shimmer shadow. Okay. And it'll put those black markings on top of the shimmer harvest. So just wherever I came in with the shimmer harvest is where we're going to cover back up. And we got to do the beak too. Okay. Let's slowly peel it. There we go. Yeah, it didn't really go over that too well. But that's all right, because we're going to cover most of that up anyways with our wing. So let's get that. Cover our wing here. And that we will do all black. Or all shimmer shadow. Okay. All right, we'll lift that. There we go. Let's get that dry. Let's dry our bird one more time. I just wanted you guys to see that you can do the cutout designs on other things other than the cutouts. Just in case like the cutouts are sold out when you want them, you could always do it on something else. Okay, so I am going to turn off my glue gun because I don't think I have glue sticks. So we are going to have to use the little sticky pads. I'm going to go around this with our ink mat, or our ink pad, sorry. Okay, there we go. Can't do it on the bird itself. We could do the block. Let's do that. Outline our little square canvas here. Watch you don't get it all over yourself, because the ink I have does not dry right away. It stays wet. Some dry right away, like the Tim Holtz. Those dry, I think, pretty quickly. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. I'm gonna wash up my fingers here so I don't get anything dirty. And then we have mesh that we will have to have glue for. We could always use, what could we use? Let's see. We could use Mod Podge maybe. Don't see why not. Or let's do this. Let's switch out our battery. Sorry about that, folks. All right, let's switch it up for the big gun here. The big glue gun. Well, let's that start warming up. Okay, so let's clean up our tools while we wait for our glue gun to warm up. Everything's water soluble, so it comes off with water. You can use a disinfectant wipe, antibacterial. No need for chemicals or anything like that. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. All right. Takes a while for these things to warm up. There's that. Close your jars up nice and tight. You don't want air to get to them. Oh, that black gets everywhere. How was everybody's Monday? Monday, right? Every day feels the same to me. We get up at the same time in the morning for the babies, the puppies. We go to bed at the same time. Last night, whew, they did not sleep good at all. They were crying. Okay. I think we're getting close here. Let's bring this guy down. I think what I'm going to do is put that like right there. Okay. Oh, that is going to be a big glob of glue here. Okay. Okay, and then let's get some moss here. The only thing I don't like about these big guns is it dribbles. All right, so I'm really loading up the glue here, and we're just going to place that under the bird. Might add a little more at the top there. So it looks like it's sitting in, ow, ooh, ow, ow, ow. Yikes, that hurts. Wow. Ow, that dripped right on me. Ugh, if I don't get burned every time I use a hot glue gun, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna be a blister. Ouch. Okay. Gotta watch what I'm doing here. Okay. Aw, isn't that cute? He's just kind of sitting there. Huh. Just kind of add a little bit there. Oh, I like that. Do you guys like that? Cute little bird. That's some really dark. It does hurt. That is, it gets hot. I don't know what temperature those guns get, but they get hot. Okay, so we'll put him aside. Too bad you can't like turn the temperature down. Okay, let's bring, ouch, I am gonna have a blister for sure. All right, let's get a little dollop on this guy here. Put his wing on. And bring the big one over. And do that one. All right, guys. Our birds are done. Oh my gosh, I love them. I hope you guys do too. I hope it gives you guys some good ideas of what you can do with it. Again, you don't need the cutouts. You could do it on other surfaces outside of the cutouts. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's demo. I appreciate you being here tonight, and I hope to see you guys again soon.